What if the luck you've been hoping for has been waiting for you to wake up and claim it? Aries, you're not here by chance. You're here because something inside you knows. April 26th, 2025 is not just another day. It's your day. A rare cosmic gateway is opening, and 7 powerful numbers are vibrating with the energy of transformation and abundance. Not random, not lucky guesses, but a precise resonance between your energy and the universe's rhythm. Most people miss their moment because they're not paying attention. Don't be most people. This video isn't just about numbers. It's about activation, your fire, your focus, your destiny, igniting at the perfect time. To kick off this journey, like this video, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss insights that can shift your life. Then comment below, "I welcome growth and harmony into my life." It's more than a comment, it's a declaration. The universe listens when you speak with intention. Let's begin, because on April 26th, your story doesn't repeat, it transforms. And this time, you lead the way. Part 1, Number 1, the flame that starts it all. Every journey begins with one decision, one moment, one spark. And for Aries, the number 1 isn't just a digit. It's a reflection of who you are at your core. A trailblazer, the one who moves before the world even knows where it's going. Number 1 carries the energy of leadership, self-initiation, and fresh beginnings. In numerology, it's the pulse of pure action, the first flame that lights the way forward. For Aries ruled by Mars, this number resonates like a drumbeat in the soul. You weren't born to wait for permission. You were born to lead, to leap, to light the fire and walk through it. First, let me tell you about Ava, a 23-year-old Aries artist. For years, she struggled with imposter syndrome, waiting for the right moment to start her passion project. But on a random morning, she stumbled across a journaling prompt, "Write with the energy of number 1." That day, she wrote 1 at the top of her page and declared, "I am beginning today." She didn't know it then, but that entry became the seed of her first gallery show, 9 months later. That 1 page turned into a habit, then a mission, then a breakthrough. Buddhist philosophy teaches the power of ekagata, or one-pointed concentration. It means focusing the mind so fully that all distractions fade away. When we train ourselves to direct energy toward one goal, just one, the impossible begins to dissolve. Clarity sharpens, courage rises, and action flows naturally. That's the gift of the number 1, focus without fear. So how can you align with this powerful energy? Here's a simple morning ritual rooted in intention. Wake with the sun. Aries thrives in motion. Watch the sunrise. Let its light remind you that you too are meant to rise boldly. Write 1 at the top of your journal page. Below it, declare 1 thing you're starting today. It doesn't have to be big, just real. Affirm aloud, "I lead with courage. I begin today." Repeat it as you move. Stretch or breathe. Walk with purpose. Even a 5-minute stroll outside, visualizing a fresh path ahead can ignite your momentum. The number 1 isn't lucky by accident. It's powerful because it begins things. When you walk with its energy, you're not waiting for signs. You are the sign and Aries. The world is always waiting for someone brave enough to go first. So why not you? Part 2, Number 19, the bridge between beginnings and completion. If number 1 is the spark that ignites a journey, then 19 is the fire that carries it all the way through, burning away the old, clearing the path for renewal, and lighting up the space where endings evolve into beginnings. In numerology, 19 is a sacred duality. The 1 represents bold new action, leadership, and fresh starts. The 9 speaks of completion wisdom and the quiet strength that comes from letting go. Together, they embody the full cycle, the leap forward and the graceful close. for Aries who often charges ahead with fierce energy. 19 is the reminder that finishing well is just as noble as starting strong. Let me tell you about Raymond, a retired firefighter in Arizona. At 65, after decades of service, he felt lost in stillness, restless, like a flame flickering in a darkened room. One night, he wrote the number 19 in his journal and asked himself 2 simple questions. What can I begin? What am I ready to end? That reflection sparked an idea, an outdoor safety business for seniors. Within a year, it grew beyond what he imagined. The number 19 became his nightly ritual, helping him navigate the emotional terrain of starting anew while releasing the identity he once held. In Buddhism, this flow between rising and releasing echoes the principle of anicca, or impermanence. Everything changes, nothing lasts forever. And yet in that constant transformation lies our greatest power. Clinging to the past creates suffering. Fearing change delays growth. But embracing 19 means you're willing to hold both the courage to start and the wisdom to let go. Here's a nighttime ritual to embody the energy of 19. In your journal, write today, I began, and complete the sentence, X. Today I began forgiving myself. Next write, today I released, and finish the thought, X. Today I released the need to prove anything. This small act creates spaciousness. It honors the flow. You're not pushing against time, you're moving with it. Aries, the number 19 isn't gentle. It's not about comfort, it's about evolution. And the truth is, your boldest breakthroughs will always require one door to close before the next can fully open. So ask yourself each evening, not what you wish you'd done, but what you're ready to begin, and what you're finally ready to leave behind. That's the power of 19, Part 3. Number 17, Awakening and Insight. The number 17 is where action meets awareness, where forward movement is no longer driven by impulse, but by inner clarity. In numerology, 1 represents decisive action. The energy to begin 7 signifies spiritual insight, intuition, and a deeper connection with the unseen flow of life. Together, 17 is a number of conscious momentum, moving with wisdom, not just speed. For Aries, this is a powerful alignment. You already possess the fire to act. But what happens when that fire is guided by insight? Let's talk about Jenna, a single mother of 2, navigating a difficult divorce. She was exhausted from always pushing through. One evening, she came across the number 17 in a podcast about numerology and felt an instant pull. She began repeating it in her morning walks, using the mantra, I act with wisdom, I see with clarity. Something shifted. Instead of reacting, Jenna began responding with purpose. Within 3 months, she started a side business as a parenting coach. Her income stabilized, but more importantly, her inner world calmed. 17 became her anchor, a number she scribbled on sticky notes, phone backgrounds, and even her tea mug. Buddhist tradition echoes this evolution. After reaching enlightenment, the Buddha took 7 sacred steps, and with each one, a lotus bloomed. These steps represent spiritual maturity, the movement from knowing to being. When Aries channels their action through the lens of awareness, every step becomes sacred. Try this walking meditation with 17-1. Go outside barefoot if possible too. With each step, mentally chant, Oh, I act with wisdom. Step 1. Oh, I see with clarity. Step 2. 3. Repeat slowly, syncing breath and movement with each pair. Even just 7 minutes of this can realign your mind and ground your energy for the day. The number 17 reminds us, it's not about rushing forward. It's about moving forward with meaning. It's the power of Aries, refined. No longer a scattered flame, but a focused beam of light, cutting through the fog. So next time you face a decision, don't ask, What should I do? Ask, what would wisdom choose? And let 17 guide the way. Part 4, number 28. Harmony meets power. Number 28 may seem modest next to flashier digits, but don't let its simplicity fool you. It carries a quiet strength, an energy rooted in balance, wisdom and sustainable success. When broken down, 2 symbolizes emotional connection, empathy and cooperation. 8, on the other hand, radiates with the vibration of abundance, long-term vision, and infinite flow. Together, 28 is the marriage of heart and logic, of compassion and clarity, a formula not only for financial peace but also for meaningful relationships. Let me introduce you to Robert, a retired veteran who spent decades making fast decisions in high-pressure environments. After retiring, he struggled with financial instability. He'd either spend impulsively or shut down emotionally when it came to money. Then, during a mindfulness workshop for veterans, he was introduced to the concept of numerology and the number 28, skeptical but curious. He began journaling about his decisions, highlighting how 2 asked him to consider relationships and emotional well-being, while 8 asked him to evaluate outcomes and value. It shifted his entire mindset. Instead of avoiding financial decisions, he paused to ask, is this in harmony with both my heart and my long-term vision? Within a year, he paid off debt, started a part-time consulting gig, and most beautifully repaired his relationship with his son. This is the real power of 28. Not just prosperity, but prosperity with peace. In Buddhist thought, this reflects the concept of interbeing, as taught by Thich, not Han. Nothing exists independently. Every decision, every dollar spent, every word said, we are constantly influencing and being influenced. To live wisely, we must live compassionately. Here's how to use 28, practically, in money matters. Before making purchases or investments, ask, is this nourishing both my current needs and future stability? Let 2 guide the heart, and 8 guide the mind. In relationships, use 28 to check if you're giving and receiving. Are your interactions based on mutual respect and shared growth? You can even create a daily reflection ritual. 1. At night, write down 2 things I did today that strengthened my relationships. 8 choices I made that aligned with my goals. This small habit rewires your mind to value both emotional richness and material clarity. Aries, you have the fire of ambition, but 28 teaches you to channel that fire to warm, not burn, to build, not break. It's the foundation of a life that's not just successful, but deeply fulfilling. So next time you see 28, remember, it's not about choosing between heart or wealth. It's about creating a life where both thrive together. Part 5, number 39, the Alchemy of Rebirth. Number 39 holds the energy of deep transformation, the kind that doesn't just change your situation, but changes you. In numerology, 3 symbolizes creative power expression and the courage to take inspired action. 9, on the other hand, represents spiritual release, completion, and the shedding of what no longer serves you. Together, 39 is a number of reinvention, the brave alchemy of turning hardship into growth, pain into purpose, fire into gold. This number often arrives in moments when life demands a new version of you. That's exactly how it found Linda, a 58-year-old cancer survivor. After her recovery, she found herself stuck, not because she lacked strength, but because she didn't know who she was anymore. Her identity had been so wrapped up in survival that she forgot how to live. Then one evening, she read about number 39. Something about it clicked. The 3 reminded her of her creativity, something she'd buried long ago. The 9 gave her permission to release the shame, fear, and grief she'd been holding. So she began a simple ritual each night. She wrote down 3 things she dared to do that day, no matter how small, and 9 things she was grateful for. that ritual changed everything. Within 6 months, Linda was teaching art therapy workshops for other cancer patients. She didn't just survive, she was reborn. Aries, you understand this cycle intimately. You burn bright, crash hard, then rise again. The number 39 speaks to this rhythm. In Buddhist teachings, transformation doesn't come from resisting impermanence, but from accepting it as the path to freedom. Letting go isn't weakness, it's wisdom. If you're holding on to old roles, toxic habits, or outgrown beliefs, 39 invites you to step into the fire, not to be destroyed, but to be reforged. Here's a powerful visualization and journaling practice. At night, close your eyes and imagine yourself standing in a forge. Flames swirl around you not to harm, but to burn away what's outdated. As you breathe, see yourself transforming liquid gold, soft, radiant, reborn. Then write 3 things I dared to do today. Example, spoke my truth, sent a risky email, said no without guilt. 9 things I'm grateful for. Example, my breath, my resilience, the quiet strength in me. This is the alchemy of Aries raw, honest, and unstoppable. Number 39 isn't a finish line. It's the forge. And you, Aries, were born to walk through fire, not just to survive, but to shine brighter than ever. Part 6, number 24, grounding and growth. In a world that often glorifies speed and spectacle, the number 24 brings a quiet, steady power. It's the number of mature success not built on impulse, but on intentional steps taken from a place of emotional clarity and grounded discipline. Numerologically, 2 represents emotional intelligence, compassion, and cooperation. It's the number of heart-led connections. 4 brings the structure, stability, and persistence needed to transform dreams into lasting reality. Together, 24 is the blueprint for building something that doesn't just shine, but stands. Let me tell you the story of Helen and George, a retired couple in their 70s, living in Michigan. After an unexpected financial setback, they found themselves in unfamiliar territory, tight budgets, anxiety, and a sense of losing control. Instead of spiraling, they turned inward. Inspired by a local mindfulness group, they began using the number 24 as a prayer and reflection anchor. Each morning they'd sit together at their kitchen table. Helen would name 2 strengths they embodied. We're resilient. We're generous. George would then name 4 areas they could improve. We'll track spending better, eat more at home, avoid impulse, buys, talk openly about money. Simple but transformative. Within a year, they rebuilt their savings, deepened their bond, and began hosting free budgeting circles at their church. For them, 24 became more than a number. It was a shared rhythm, a daily commitment to conscious growth. This reflects the Buddhist path of mindful living, as practiced in communities like Plum Village, founded by Thich Nhat Hanh. There, the daily schedule isn't rigid, it's intentional. Meals, walks, even dishwashing are done in presence with purpose. Peace is found not in perfection, but in presence. The number 24 invites you, Aries, to slow down just enough to build with awareness. Your natural fire is powerful, but when anchored with clarity and care, it becomes a foundation, not just a flare. Try this daily practice for yourself. Each morning, write down 2 strengths I'm showing up with today. Example, honesty, curiosity. 4 things I want to improve today. Example, patience, time management, listening, follow-through. Repeat this ritual consistently. Over time, you'll notice a shift, not just in outcomes, but in how grounded you feel in the process. Aries number 24 teaches that sustainable growth isn't a race. It's a rhythm, and you don't need to sprint every day to become great. You just need to keep building brick by brick, with heart and wisdom guiding your hands. Part 7, Number 10, The Soul Reborn. The number 10 may appear simple, but it holds profound symbolism. In numerology, it represents completion and rebirth, the end of one cycle, and the empowered beginning of another. At its core, 1 is you, decisive, bold, driven. 0 represents the void, not emptiness, but infinite potential. Together they form a full circle. 10 is the moment you realize you're not starting over. You're starting from wisdom. Let me introduce you to Marjorie, a 72-year-old widow who had never touched social media in her life. After losing her husband, she found herself adrift, questioning her purpose. Then one day, in a journal her granddaughter gifted her, she wrote 10 across the top of the page, not knowing why. That number stuck. It felt like something new, something open. Inspired by her curiosity, she started recording short videos about senior wellness, grief, and daily joys. Within 6 months, her YouTube channel had thousands of subscribers, many of them seniors who felt heard for the first time. For Marjorie, 10 wasn't just a number. It was a portal, a declaration that life wasn't over. It was entering its next radiant chapter. In astrology and Buddhist cosmology alike, cycles are sacred. The number 10 signals both the close of the old and the unlocking of new karmic opportunity. It's the cosmic breath between exhale and inhale, empty yet full. So how can you channel 10 into your own life? Try this 10-day challenge. Each day, write down and complete one specific goal, no matter how small it might be. Day 1, call an old friend. Day 2, walk 10 minutes at sunrise. Day 3, donate or declutter something. Day 4, try a new recipe or learn one fact. Day 5, meditate for 5 minutes. By day 10, you'll feel the shift not just in what you've accomplished, but in the energy around you. That's the magic of 10. It gets you moving again, grounded in self-trust. Place the number 10 on your mirror, your phone, wallpaper, or journal cover. Each time you see it, let it remind you, I am not who I was. I am becoming who I choose to be. Aries, you weren't born to loop endlessly in the same story. You were born to close chapters and write new ones with fire, purpose, and vision. Let 10 be your soul's reminder. The next version of you isn't waiting. It's already rising. Part 8, Integration and Rituals. Living the energy of the numbers. By now you've journeyed through 6 powerful numbers, each carrying a unique vibration message and path to abundance. But knowing their meaning is only the beginning. The true power of these numbers unfolds when you live them. Aries, your fire thrives when grounded in practice. So let's bring it all together with rituals that anchor these numbers into your daily rhythm, creating a sacred structure where your intuition, discipline, and destiny align. Rotating number journaling, a weekly ritual. Assign each number its own day of the week to guide your focus. Monday, number 1, the day of initiation. Set one bold intention. Ask, what am I ready to begin? Tuesday, number 19, embrace transformation. Reflect on what you started and what you're ready to end. Wednesday, number 17, align action with wisdom journal. What do I see clearly today? Thursday, number 28, focus on balance, review, financial and emotional decisions. Where can you align heart and logic? Friday, number 39, rebirth day. Write 3 things you dared to do and 9 things you're grateful for. Saturday, number 24, ground and grow. List 2 strengths you showed and 4 things to improve tomorrow. Sunday, number 10, integration. Reflect on the past week. What cycle has ended? What new cycle is beginning? This 7-day rhythm not only builds self-awareness, it transforms your journal into a personal guidebook for growth. Creating a number altar, a sacred corner for intention. designate a small space in your home as your number altar. It doesn't have to be elaborate, just meaningful. Place. A small candle, fire to represent Aries energy. Stones or crystals, grounding energy. A slip of paper with the number of the day. A photo or symbol that connects you to your current intention. Each morning, light your candle and spend 2 and 3 minutes silently meditating on the day's number. Breathe. Visualize its energy entering your body. Speak your intention aloud, even softly. This sacred pause realigns your actions with meaning. It's not just about what you do, but why you do it. How to listen for synchronicity. When you're attuned to the numbers, they begin appearing in your world. Clocks, 11/17/1039. Receipts, addresses, phone numbers, dreams. When a number keeps showing up, don't brush it off. Pause and ask, what is this number asking me to remember? These moments are not coincidence, they're confirmation. The universe speaks in symbols. Your role is to pay attention. Aries, when you rotate through these number rituals with devotion and presence, something profound happens. You stop chasing luck and start becoming it. Each number becomes a mirror, a teacher, a seed, and your life becomes the soil where new destiny can grow. So start now. Create the space. Set the rhythm. Because this is more than a practice. It's how you begin to live your life as a daily act of alignment with self, with spirit, and with the silent numbers that have always been guiding you home. Aries, this journey wasn't about numbers. It was about you, your fire, your focus, your willingness to rise and begin again. Each number we explored wasn't just a digit, it was a mirror, a sacred message from the universe, pointing not to luck, but to the power you already carry within. 1 reminded you to act. 19 taught you the beauty of change. 17 aligned you with wisdom. 28 helped you balance heart and purpose. 39 urged you to be reborn. 24 grounded your growth. And 10 whispered that your next chapter is waiting. The magic isn't out there. It's in your rituals, your intentions, your daily choices. The more you align your actions with purpose, the louder the universe responds. So now I ask you, will you walk through the gateway that April 26th offers? Will you step forward as the creator of your path? If your answer is yes, say it. Comment below. I am ready to claim my new chapter and let the universe hear your voice. Like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell, because this is just one piece of your larger awakening. More guidance, more signs, and more clarity are coming. And remember, Aries, you are not here to follow fate. You are here to ignite it. This is your time. Let's rise.